Hello on AMTV. Today, we'll focus on one of the most serious actual facts which concern beyond the media, all the actors of modern economies, employment. This broadcast we have the pleasure to present you will bring more clarifications, I hope, on this matter which strikes the hearts of the world's economies. Beyond the Senegalese society, it is all of the African societies that suffer the most from this scourge that continues to stop the fight against poverty. But in fact, what are we really doing in the fight against unemployment? What are our policies against the job crisis? Which part of the society is mostly affected, and why does unemployment never stop increasing? Focus on employment in Senegal on AMTV. First of all, let us talk about the statistics on the job crisis in Senegal, a huge rate of unemployed young people. Senegal, like quite every country of Africa and even the world, is hardly facing the job crisis, more exactly the creation and the management of the workload. We are in Dakar. It is 7:10 in the morning. At the edge of one of the many streets of the capital, a building located in downtown houses the offices of a training center for future entrepreneurs, the RISE, or the American Leadership Center. This center, which is started by a young Senegalese entrepreneur, is intended for anyone wishing to be trained in business as future young entrepreneur or leader.
American Leadership Center is a center that fights poverty and unemployment in Africa by developing young entrepreneurs. That's the idea. Take somebody from nothing to something.
This center, in 1 year, recorded hundreds of members since its opening. The scriptures that appear on the walls of the center already provides an overview of the teaching methods based on motivation, team spirit, and competitiveness. Anybody can apply, whether graduated or not, with the key to a diploma awarded at the end of the training, but also an opportunity to open his own business through an investment in a partnership with the center.
It's not easy, it's a process. The idea is what it takes on, we have what we call 4 phases. Okay, once when you walk through these doors, the first step is to change your way of thinking. That means you change of mentality, meaning what? Stop thinking like an employee, think like an employer.
They wake up early, arrive on time, and at 7:20 a.m. starts the first part, the management trainers meeting, a theoretical course on how to create his own business.
So all these guys that you see, coaching, teaching, training, leadership, management, these are the things that are missing in our system.
At 8 o'clock in the morning, a general meeting starts, followed at 8:15 by workshops on selling techniques. Yep, they're taught how to sell goods with the technique of door-to-door.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, stop, stand.
Then, games, physical exercises, amongst others, are held between 8:45 and 8:55 to finish the morning with a meeting to motivate future entrepreneurs, the motivation meeting.
We're trying to teach people how to go from nothing to something, like Fatima or Mami or Ibrahim Joe. These guys are diamonds. We need a country where the people will get up in the morning and try to start something, try to build something. At RISE, the idea is what? Go out there and do something for your country, do something for yourself. Change your life. How many people can the government hire? How many people can the private sector hire? Right? Okay, so what are you going to do with the rest of the people? There are about 2 million youths that don't have a job. 2 million. Where are you going to put them? If you don't teach them how to go and survive on their own. And what happens now? Now people are worrying about getting a job, but there are no jobs.
Soyez encore une fois, ils ont fini le programme au mois de janvier, Inch'Allah. Ils sont dans leur propre bureau. Good job.
Same thing for a second group, and then between 9:30 and 17:30, the trained youth go down to the ground. At the end of the day, each of them makes a report on his activities to be recorded and evaluated later.
Second step is what? Now we teach you the personal foundation, which means your appearance, your body language, your tone of voice, your choice of words, your smile, your eye contact, your passion, right? When you are investing your money, because what happens at the end of the program, the best people that make it in the program, I invest my money into them, which means that they become a partner. We open up another business and they become a partner. I mean, right now we started back in December, okay? And now we're in December 2013, and we started back December 2012. By January, we have 4 different offices. One run by me, the other one by Fatima Taba, Mamitin, Ibrahim Joe. Eventually, we'll have people that want to open up a restaurant. We'll develop you. You will go to a screen. You will still go door-to-door sales. At the end of your program, we'll open up a restaurant for you. We have people that want to maybe open up a farm or want to go into agriculture. Why not? It doesn't matter what you want to do. As long as you go to the course, the commando course, at the end of it, and you show that you have what it takes, we'll invest. That's the idea. The vision is what? To be all over Africa in every single business sector. Let it be fishing, agriculture, let it be, door-to-door sales, let it be opening up restaurants. It doesn't matter. The idea is what? To find the right people and put them in the right places to the right training.
Various points of view have been selected of people concerned with employment issues and more or less affected by the crisis. Employees from public and private enterprises, graduated students, unemployed young people, as well as entrepreneurs and business people tell their experience on this issue.
Senegal, like Gabon and other countries in Africa, are in the situation to become emerging countries. And governments, everybody in the country is fighting, struggling to find a way. Now, in many developing, emerging countries, you have a situation like Senegal, where you have the employment market is divided in 2 parts. You've got declared, recognized companies, formal sector. Unfortunately, for the moment, is unable to welcome all the young people of Senegal.
I see the unemployment as a big problem. A difference that you see, between, for example, I was in my country where I come from, and here, is that you see so many people that have nothing to do. And that's really rare because we're so much more occupied in Sweden, for example. I also see it when we put the ad in the newspaper and look for people with the kind of requirements and university background. There are so many high educated people that are without a job. And that's what I find sad, but that's also the potential here. There are so many people that are ambitious, really intelligent and really willing to work, that have all those high degrees and can't find a job. And that's so sad.
It is not normal because you do your university, you get your baccalaureate, you do your university, and after that you aspire to have a job, and it is not normal. Me, I'm afraid. Every day I try to do the better I can. After the 3 years in my university, I will try to get a job. The government have to invest in the youth because it is very important. Because the youth represents the future. We the future, and it is normal to invest in our future.
My point of view is that I know that there is a high unemployment rate, especially amongst people who are well-learned, have degrees from university and everything, and some people that have masters +5 and things like that that are really intelligent. It's just that it's hard to find a job sometimes.
Africa, and if I take the Senegal, there is a lot of entrepreneurs, people who are struggling, having ideas, developing their business in the informal sector. So there are a lot of skills here.
Senegal being a peaceful country where doing business is taking every year a larger place in the national economy, many foreign companies who want to recover from the crisis think that Africa, which is well spoken of in terms of economic growth, is a suitable place to invest in. Still in Dakar, another building located 300 meters from the university houses an international Swedish company, Samres Senegal. From 2010, since this company settled in the country, it has trained and recruited quite 100 young people who were looking for a job. Most of them are students from the different universities and training schools all around the country. They were selected after a tough competition to test their skills about the English language as well as communication. After the selection, they would be trained to speak the Swedish language fluently for 7 to 9 months, and in 2 months again to learn how to use a booking system.
I would say it's a great challenge. In the beginning, when we started in 2011, we didn't know how it was going to turn out. To teach a language that actually nobody speaks in this country is pretty tough. But if you get the right people, I know that it's possible because we've been here for almost 3 years now since we started the first class, and we have a lot of people working today. So you need certain requirements and criteria for people to be able to really focus on a language and learn it in about 6 or 7 months. So I'm really happy that we can offer this, what I would say, job opportunity here.
Hon är jättetrevlig. Hon kan sitt jobb. Hon vet vad hon behöver för att kunna boka en resa. Hon är hjälpsam, tycker jag. Just nu blev det ingen bokning på grund av det att kunden inte hade hela personnumret. Så bad hon kunden återkomma. Så det gick jättebra, tycker jag. Hon har gjort rätt.
Finally, these young people would help thousands of disabled people in Sweden to be able to move all around the country by booking trips with special cars, only or mostly reserved to them. Apart from being able to speak another language, they are given other opportunities to excel in life, like traveling to Sweden so as to dive deeper into the culture and be closer to the customers who were calling every day.
First of all, we train them to work in our company. We have an internal development. We give them the opportunity to progress here in our company. And this is why we gave them the opportunity to travel to Sweden. And this is the study trip. And this allowed them to know how it functions in the mother company, how it functions in the commune we have contract with. Because our work is to book trips for some disabled people in Sweden.
Yeah.
And in Dakar we have about 5 communes we are booking from Dakar.
Okay.
And sometimes our teleoperator travel to Sweden to meet them. Today we have 55 employees and we are training 19 more. And the training session is about 7 months this time.
Okay.
And we think in January is coming a group and they will study till July, and from July will be more than 70 employed people here in Cyprus.
Most of them think that foreign investment and globalization are very efficient solutions to the fight against unemployment and poverty. Let us talk about the informal sector. Contrary to emerging economies or the world's industrial powers, this sector is much more like a lifeline to boost the efforts made to counteract the loss of jobs in Senegal and in Africa in a whole.
Now, yes, going formal means very often a lot of taxation, and people don't want that, don't want the red tape. And sometimes you may have large informal companies. Now, maybe there can be a transitional period by which every informal company that will say, okay, I will go declared, I will go formal, it will have 10 years to progressively pay its taxes, like a plan for 10 years. But in the same time, allowing them to have their property recognized and go to banks to get finance. So yes, they will pay some taxation, but at a slow pace. But at the same time, having the ability to get some finance to develop more, because there are a lot of skills. And this taxation plan and access to finance through banks, because they have property that would be officially recognized. So it would be like a security, a guarantee to banks, and say, okay, I can lend money to this person because, oh, he got 3 houses. he didn't declare before because it was from black money. We said it's recognized. Mexico has done the same thing a few years ago. Then bank would say, okay, I can get finance. Other condition. We accept that for 10 years. You access to banks. Your property rights will be recognized. You have to take every year 1 or 2 students that will help you and learn with you, because you have a lot of skills, to help you develop your business.
They act spontaneously as well as in their personified way of making business, as just in their way of life. Yet they're again very far away from that policy to identify and turn every economic activity into formal. Most of them think that it is unfair or risky to link their activities to the system of taxation, a huge load crushing all their chance to excel in business.